Hey, Chrissy, how you doing? Yeah, I just got here. Sorry for the delay. Had to make a run to the privy. So you know how that goes. So I got also added a new bulb for up here to make it a little bit more bright. Had a long weekend with the Memorial Day and everything. Remember those we've lost and then some. Uh, got to work at the Renaissance Fair over the weekend. So kind of a really long weekend, as well as a funeral I had to go to. So I'm going to catch up and see how you guys are doing. Hope things are going well. And how's it hanging? I don't know who else is going to be here yet because I haven't heard anything, but anything is possible, as you already know. So maybe some of you will show up, maybe they won't. I don't know. Hey, Deb, how you doing? You and Cruzy are the first ones here. We went to the Renaissance Fair up in Middle Amana over the weekend, and we're going back again this next weekend. And no, we're going there for fun. We're actually working. So that's when. Hey, Jay, how you doing? Glad you guys can make it. Oh, good. Right before I left for the fair, I got our yard mowed, and hopefully, if we can get some time set up to go rent a tiller, maybe we can put some stuff in. Jenny wants to plant some potatoes. She likes potatoes, so do I. So, no, nothing more than that so far. Deb, I've got your the money for you, as well as your cooler and some other stuff. I think Jenny's got some stuff for you. I think, but we'll make a plan for a date to come up over to you sometime soon. Hey, Molly, the link for the chat, if you want to come up to the panel, is at the top of the chat, as you already probably know. We have some of the surprising luck for potatoes. Jenny was trying to reroot some roses last year, and she grew potatoes. So when she made potato salad for a funeral for Saturday, she saved all the eyes, and she's going to try to hopefully get some of those to sprout, and we can get some more potatoes that way. Because once we get the garden set up, we're going to do spots, not so much as a full tilled thing as in sections, because I still want to be able to shoot my bow. That's the only place I have in the backyard, and some other stuff. Jenny is here. She's not in her chair yet. She's in the library, indisposed at the moment. But like I said, if you want to come up, you're more than welcome to. And there you go. I'm still trying to get everything figured out and that kind of thing. So. Where's my... Hey, Will, long time no see, brother. Thank you for coming. How are things with you? And if my friend Jason pops in, you guys want to talk. You guys are pneumatic firearm enthusiasts of a feather, so to speak. So glad you can make it, Will. I'm not sure if you guys can tell. I got a little crispy over the weekend. I had to work the parking lot for 2 days because yes, it is. Right now, we got clouds threatening rain right now. So hopefully it'll cool things down a bit. Wow. That's cool, Deb. Let's see here. What else do I got? Oh, I didn't even put up a thumbnail, did I? That's okay. I'll leave it where it's at. I like that one. But I got my Pepsi here as usual, and a compass to guide me the way. It's not. It's like not old, mind you. It's just tarnished, but it's a more modern style compass, liquid filled plastic. But it works really decent, and it actually got a good design. It is. Oh man, I'm not sure what the temperature is out here. What do we got? Waiting for my stuff to pop up here. 82 degrees here. Here comes Molly. Hey, Molly.
Hello. Hey.
How you doing?
Oh, pretty good.
How was your weekend?
Oh, not so good.
Sorry to hear that.
I've just been under the weather.
I I buried a brother, went to a Renaissance Fair, stood in the 80 plus degree weather with no shade for 2 days straight. And I'm crispy.
I see that.
But here's the thing. This is not a burn. This is what happens when I get sun on me. I just get dark.
Um,
But, I did drink plenty of water, in case anybody's wondering. In one day, I went through 7 bottles of water, 2 bottles of Gatorade, and at least 4 Pepsis.
Mhm.
But that was like later in the evening. But we got to see some really cool people, get to catch up with some friends, which is pretty cool. And, make some money, which is always good.
yes.
And we have some possible good news, but I will tell Molly and Jason off thing because they know a little bit what I'm going to talk about, so that's going to be in private. I'll let you and Jason know later, Molly.
Okay.
I just found out something really cool, which is really interesting through the reason why. So I'm still trying to wrap my head around it, but I'll talk to you about it later. But hopefully soon we can make a trip out west to go see Deb over in Omaha. Let's see, how far is Deb from here? I'm just curious.
Yeah, that was the only thing wrong with the camping trip is that Deb didn't make it.
Oh no, Adam didn't make it either, but he had his reasons too. But
No,
not like
yours is
not.
different, but being broke down is
Yeah, that's
heartbreaking.
worse. That's worse. Let's see here. How far is it? Why does it say my location is in Missouri? I'm not from Missouri. I think it's got me mixed up. There we go. About 2 hours and 40 minutes away. That's not too bad. So we're not too far from Deb. About 173 miles. Yeah, I understand that. Hun?
What?
Hey,
for those
Jenny.
people, she is
Somewhat weight bearing.
but a third to 2/3 weight bearing. It's in the bag right there, hon. I'm going to take her to the doctor tomorrow. It's in one of the bags, huh? That's where I put them. Oh, sorry. Jenny bought another circle bottle. Nope, that's not that.
Because I keep forgetting mine at home.
Oh, batteries.
Hey, Colan? Colan, can you put Jenny on?
Yes.
There we
Very
go.
good.
Hi.
This is the maker of your bag.
Oh my god, I love my goblin starter set.
You do?
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, Dice Goblin starter set.
What?
I killed one of my players with them already.
Yes. I knew those were good dice.
There you go.
Yeah, they already claimed their first victim.
Woohoo.
Oh, hon, I can't use this.
In the bag.
Oh, and I love the bag. I love the colors and the gems.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm glad you like it.
I love it.
Yay, my first satisfied person.
Yeah.
We're just gonna buy more dice for the next bag and do the same thing. Though the big dice that you got
Yeah.
is from me.
Oh, I love those. Now I have 2 big D20s.
Yep.
So I can roll them with advantage or disadvantage.
That's your advantage die.
Yeah.
I'm glad you like it.
I do. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm going to use them again tonight because I have a different session tonight.
Create a ranger as a NPC. That'll be me.
Well, I also got to make it a goblin in honor of the goblin starter set. So it'll be a goblin ranger. Here we go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep. Jenny made a dice bag for her. She can actually show herself if she wants to. You can show off the bag.
Oh, it's all the way in my room, and I stepped away from dinners to come say thank you.
Oh, okay. Well, the thing is, Jenny started knitting, crocheting dice bags for D&D, and we're throwing dice in there as a starter set for a Dice Goblin starter set for those people who like to collect dice.
What I want to do is make my own dice.
Shiny.
But that's a long ways off, love.
Oh yeah.
She wants to make her own dice, but right now, just start with the bags and what she can do.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Dinner's ready.
Oh, I'll be right back.
Okay.
I gotta go. Talk to Katie.
So I'm going to be Jenny and I are going to be working the Renaissance Fair up at Middle Amana, Iowa next weekend on Saturday. So I probably won't be on with Cliffs again. People are wondering where we were. We were camping out at the Iowa Renaissance Fair after my brother's funeral. We're probably going to be doing the same thing, but no funeral this next weekend. And Ian walked away with a cool $200. The work he did. So that's pretty cool. Sorry. Got picking up some supplies I need. So Jenny is halfway through another dice bag that she's making for Ian. She's got to get some more dangles and baubles and whatever.
I have to get a fox patch for him.
A fox patch. Okay. Well, that's cool, Mike. Glad you're getting the ring you need. Where it looks like it's getting ready to rain here, if it's not started yet, it's pretty close. What did I do that? Okay. Sorry, I need a knife. I have to reach in here. The Walmart brand knockoff Mora. That cost $3. And you can't afford them, Mara. Use what you got. Oh, that's cool. Crucy plays Vampire the Masquerade.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm an old school gamer I just play first and second edition. Fifth edition is a little iffy for me, but we do have one fifth edition player's handbook, and a friend of ours got his books in the bedroom somewhere. We have no idea. I haven't even looked at them. Have you?
Yeah.
So we're going to be talking about a little bit of everything tonight. Renaissance Fairs, Dungeons and Dragons, apparently, and and gardening. So that's an interesting combination. What would you guys like to talk? Hey, Blake, how you doing, brother? How are things down your way? Ours have been hot for the last three or 4 days. The Renaissance Fair that we were working at, that we missed on Saturday, had a record attendance of over 6,000 people in a single day. That's a lot of people coming through a Renaissance Fair. They have 93 vendors and performers. They had in groups and stuff like that. So there's probably like 600 or 700 people working there, plus the food vendors and the performers and the actual straight up vendors and the characters as well. So it's actually pretty cool. And a lot of friends that we know. Well, at least you played a good one, Chrissy. I had my complete collection stolen from me by an ex-girlfriend from way back when. I had like 100 pair of die, figurines, all the old AD advanced Dungeons and Dragons sets. Had all of them except Oriental Adventures, which I didn't care for. I even had the Fiend Folio. Brand new. I got it when I was in the service. Gone. And my comic book collection. So, what's everybody doing? How'd their weekends go? Condolences for anybody who lost family members in the service. My heart goes out to you as a former service member. My wife as a former service member herself. So, yeah. Yep. So, I want to know, you guys are going to set the tone today. Let's see what you guys want to talk about. Are you there, Molly?
Yeah, I'm here. I went to get my dinner.
Oh, what are you having?
Steak, pan squash, and rice.
Steak and rice with squash. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I had a Bacon Lovers BLT from Village Inn.
Uh-huh.
Jenny had a what did you have?
A Reuben.
She had a Reuben with the fries on the side for both of us, but she had what kind of pie?
Apple pie.
She had apple pie with ice cream with a la mode.
Yeah. Nice.
I just had the sandwich. That's cool, Crucy. My dad was a Marine. All my uncles were in the services of various ones. I can't give you who was in what, but I'm eating a banana split. Oh, way to go, Blake. I'm sure Jenny would be jealous if she could get one.
I've been wanting one.
Not really into banana splits.
I'm more of a chocolate hot fudge sundae kind of guy. Especially since I got a recipe for my own personal hot fudge sundae that I created for myself. And I call it Assassination by Chocolate Sundae, which is totally chocolate overload, but hey, it's worth it if you don't mind that much chocolate, because there is nothing in it but chocolate. No nuts. Even the whipped cream is chocolate.
Nice.
I'm not sure how much of a chocoholic you are, Molly, but would you like to hear the recipe?
I think I've heard it before. It is
Well,
not diabetic friendly.
it is definitely not diabetic friendly, but you probably could if you could find the. I guess you wouldn't really want to because it's a sugar-free version wouldn't even taste right. But if anybody wants to hear the recipe for a really killer hot fudge sundae recipe, put a 1 in the chat. I will give you a full description. It is very rich. I will tell you this. It will kill your taste buds for chocolate for about 6 months. Ooh, that sounds good too, Deb. Celebrating her friend's 56th birthday and retirement. Brats, multi-bean salad, fruit salad, strawberry shortcake. Strawberry shortcake. Love that, especially with whipped cream. Yes, this is going to be a very food-heavy stream tonight, even though I don't have anything to eat here because I'm already eaten, but I will be drinking my soda. But next Saturday, for breakfast, we're going for full-out biscuits and gravy for a crew of about 30 people. I'm hooking up with the Vikings at the Renaissance Fair. Okay. Oh, I would put up my assassination by chocolate sundae against your death by chocolate any day, Deb. It would be a battle royale, so to speak. Jenny has had it, so she can tell you. What's it? How chocolatey is it?
I've never had it.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have.
I think I would remember it after I woke up from my diabetic coma.
This is way before you did that. Way before. But it's got Haagen-Dazs double Dutch chocolate ice cream and hot fudge. It's got chocolate syrup. It's got chocolate chips. It's got chocolate Cool Whip. Let's see what else is it got. Hershey Kisses. Actually, that doesn't sound bad, hon. Yeah. Mike never knew what a brat was until he met his missus, because she's from Wisconsin. So they did a fish fry with brats, with perch and walleye. It sounds pretty good. What was the side besides the brats and the fish? Please tell me you had some fries or at least fried potatoes or something, because that sounds good. I had brats over the weekend too. One thing about working the parking lot, I didn't have to stand in line to get food. I just walked up there and said, "Give me food," and they give me food.
Too much food?
No, just not hitting.
Full small potato salad. Oh, very good. Awesome choices. I guess we're going to go down to Mike's next, right, folks? We can have brats, fish, and potato salad.
No, I can't get any flavor out of it.
Okay, I don't do any liqueurs or anything like that in mine, Deb. Mine's mostly straight chocolate. It's based off of something I had when I was in Germany, and I wanted to recreate it. And I just started designing stuff. It takes about I'm not sure what size the bowl this would be, but I got pretty good size hands, about a bowl that big.
Wow.
You start off with hot fudge on the bottom, 4 large scoops of Haagen-Dazs double Dutch ice cream. Then you put chocolate syrup. Then you add some chocolate Cool Whip. There is such a thing. Then you add some miniature chocolate chips, and you top off with a Hershey's Kiss. You can add chocolate brownies if you want, but that just I wouldn't be able to finish it if I did that. And you top it off with a Hershey's Kiss at the end. But there is no nuts or anything else that's not chocolate that's in this thing.
Nice.
Yes, and as both Molly and Jenny have said, if you're diabetic, you can't eat it.
Now, what I would try would be Fluffy's chocolate cake shake.
Never heard of that one.
Well, you have to be a fan of Gabriel Iglesias.
Oh yeah.
We know Fluffy.
Well, Fluffy does this thing about a chocolate cake shake.
I've never heard of that one though. That's the first time I've heard it. Have you?
Well, Google it. It's hilarious.
Jenny's never heard of it either. I even watched his TV show. Loved him with Mr. Iglesias. He was awesome.
Yep.
He's a very smart guy. And I love his VW bus collection.
Yeah.
So does my brother.
Gator Bites, Black and Grouper, Swamp Cabbage. I don't know about the grit. Okay, somebody please tell me what the heck is a grit?
Ground up corn.
Hominy.
Hominy.
Well, it's not quite smooth like hominy.
You ever had a malto meal?
Yes and no. I tried it, didn't like it.
Same texture.
I've had cream of wheat.
Yeah, same texture.
Clams, I do like clam chowder though, but it depends if it's white or red in the sauce. I prefer white, not red. Oh, okay. Hun, Deb says you can have my Sunday, but you got to increase your meds and check your blood sugar. Well, I don't know. I don't have that issue. Jenny does. Molly does, but I don't. But it's just something I do every once in a while because once I do it, I'm done for a while. Ben and Jerry's has gotten into the weed business now. It's not just ice cream anymore. I bet. Well, they started off with Cherry Garcia anyway. Why wouldn't they? Now, if they do a Cheech and Chong flavor, then they're in trouble. Deb prefers red chowder to white chowder. I like white. Everybody has their preferences. It's served in a bread bowl. Whew.
I like them both.
I've tried the red. It's not the same.
I
To me-
love tomatoes though.
Huh?
He
I love
loves
tomatoes.
tomato-based stuff.
Like a tomato bisque type situation.
Oh yeah.
I tried it. It doesn't feel right to me. I ate white clam chowder out of the Fisherman's Wharf in California,
Oh, I've been there.
and they're served in bread bowls. It's just, I mean, I don't care if there's even a little bit of sand in it. That makes it better. Yeah, Blake just says, I just like food.
Monterey Bay.
Yes, that's where I was stationed for 2 years.
That's where I had my chili in the bowl while
Yeah.
everybody else was having clam chowder.
Yep. I was stationed there at the Presidio for 2 years. So I know both the Cannery Row down there and everything else.
Oh yeah, the aquarium.
Yep. I played tourist for 2 years.
You know that drive through the homes? Have you taken that?
No, I just drove. I had my own car. I just drove around.
Well, there's this famous road through the golf courses and the homes.
I've been on that road. I've driven it
I
myself.
drove a 45-foot motor coach through there,
Oh wow!
trying to avoid hitting all the trees.
I
It's
actually,
scary.
I had a little Dodge Colt, so I didn't really have a problem with it.
Nope, I was in one of those
but
buses.
I did
You
get
have
to
to make
see-
cars back up so you can finish the turn.
I did see one of the scariest things I've ever seen while I was on that road.
Huh.
Going past the golf course, I seen Alice Cooper in golf clothes.
Oh, it's funny, huh?
No, well, the thing is, he's an avid golfer.
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
knew? And he loves classical music. Also,
I've met
who
him on
knew?
the golf course.
Huh?
I've met him on the golf course.
I've never met him, but I have been to Carmel,
Hmm.
and one of my first swords I ever bought was at a little cutlery shop there. My sword has since been stolen from me years back, but nothing I can do about it now. But yeah, Dodge Colts are awesome vehicles. I've never been a I can't even pronounce it. Whatever it is.
Buick.
No, a Buick-base is what it's like a fish stew.
Bouillabaisse.
Yeah,
Bouillabaisse.
Bouillabaisse. Okay, trying to figure out how to pronounce it. I mean, my dyslexia is trying to translate it into something else, even though I know what it's supposed to sound like.
Right.
But as soon as I read it, it throws it completely up to left field. But I had a 83 Dodge Colt I drove out there. Interesting, Deb. We actually took I had like 9 people in my Dodge Colt, maybe 13, between 9 and 13 people in my Dodge Colt. We went up to the Santa Cruz Boardwalk.
Hmm.
I went there for a reason. And because I wanted to go to the spot where they filmed a scene from Lost Boys. I'm not sure if anybody remembers seeing that movie
Yes.
about vampires on the
On the boardwalk.
Yep. I went to that exact spot where they were sitting in the sand on the boardwalk. And we sang the Addams Family theme song while waiting for our ride going into the roller coaster.
Nice.
Yep, it was fun. And my brakes were brand new when I started that trip. You could smell them when we were going down the hills like this with that much weight.
I bet.
It was. I actually.
The clown car.
It was like interesting. We had one person. See, me driving, 2 people in the passenger seat, bucket seat. We had 6 people in the back seat and 1 person in the hatch.
Nice.
And she just happened to be the smallest person. Stick. It was a stick shift.
With
Paid
bucket
13.
seats.
Huh?
With bucket seats.
In the front, we had bucket seat. They had a bench seat in the back. And it was a hatchback.
Yeah.
So I bought it from another service member while I was there, and I used it to drive all over the place. And
I had a little Ford Fiesta.
hon, what did you have? The car your brother spiked?
I don't know. I'm thinking.
No, Jenny used to have a nice little car to
It was
her.
a Ford Festiva.
She had a Ford Festiva.
Festiva.
Yeah.
Nope. Bought one with the burned out engine. Bought one that been rear ended. Had a kegger. Guys put them together. Then they got so drunk they decided they were going to paint it. And
Oh,
halfway up, they ran out of paint. So it was 2-tone with pink seat covers because it's all they could find.
Sorry to hear about the half.
Oh, it
paint
was
job.
hilarious. You couldn't miss my car coming for a mile.
At least you could find it in the parking lot.
Oh, yeah. Little 4-banger, cheap on gas. Back when you didn't need insurance.
Oh yeah, I can understand that. I think it's raining. Good thing we made it back in time. Bought a new windshield wiper and blade, and my blade started messing up.
Oh.
There's something wrong with the nut that holds them on to the actual motor. They're slipping, so I have to tighten them down, and I'd rather not do that in the rain.
Oh.
Had a Grand Fury. Oh, I bet you did, Blake. My car that I had when I was in high school was a 75 Chevy Nova Custom. 2-door, 350 V8, and it was brown. It wasn't fancy, but it was an automatic. And this thing, I swear, did 150 miles an hour without even trying.
I had a 68 Chevy Impala.
Ooh. Gotta trump my Chevy Nova, huh?
Oh, that's what I ended up with.
My mom and dad bought it from this one old lady, and it had 900 miles on it when I was in high school. This is back in the 80s, and it was a 75. It was stuck in her garage. I ended up getting it for school, and it became my car, and I drove it everywhere. I used to do my impromptu road trips with it that I would start with a quarter. I ended up in some very interesting places because of that quarter. You ever done that, Molly, by any chance?
Done what?
Okay, I call it quartering. Basically, you put a quarter on the dash. Every time you come up to a main intersection, you only have two directions you can go, left or right. And you keep on going till you can't go anymore. But you can only go as far as you can get back, that you can always afford to get back to the direction you came. Yep. Flip the coin. And you get to every major intersection, you flip the coin, left or right. And I ended up in I ended up in southeastern Missouri once. Over a 3-day weekend. My mom said when I went out, I don't care where you go, as long as you give me a call and let me know you're alive.
Yeah, well.
Fort Granadas are good ones.
We never did that. We would drive around until we saw a line. Then we would just get in it and see where we ended up.
Well, pretty much the same thing. But
I ended up at concerts and wedding feasts.
Oh, you were wedding crashers. Ooh.
No, we were line crashers.
Yeah, but still.
We ended up at a Rat concert. Rat out of the cellar.
I bet that was fun.
It really was. We ended up winning second prize in a classic car contest by accident.
How'd that happen?
Well, we went and got into a line and found out it was to get into the car show.
Right.
And if you had a car, you could get in for free. Well, he just happened to have a classic pickup truck that was painted baby blue.
Right.
It was just beautiful. And so he's like, no, I don't want to pay. I got a truck. And he went and got his truck, and he won second prize because of it.
What was second prize?
$5,000.
That was cool. The free $5,000.
Right? Instead of paying, he got paid.
That was cool.
Yeah, it was.
And like I said, I had my Chevy Nova was the only car I had. It wasn't, back in the 80s, it was cool, From what then I wasn't until I was the 2000s I found out that a 75 Chevy Nova Custom that was 2-door was worth more than a 4-door.
Yeah.
And if I still had it, oh man, I miss that car. I went to visit my sister in Arizona. My little sister decided to borrow my car. They wrecked it and blew the engine.
Oh, Lord.
While I was gone.
Did they make it right?
No.
Wow.
My mom said this: you are not to retaliate. You are going to leave your sister alone. I put good money into that car. I ended up having to buy a new engine, get the body work fixed, and it was never the same.
No, it's never the same after that.
And she didn't even give me a cent. Not even an apology for ruining my car. I see Jason in here. Jason, Will is a air gun enthusiast as well.
Who?
Will in chat.
Oh,
Miscellaneous Mitts. He's from the Washington Northwest area. I'm not sure where he's at exactly, but I think it's Washington, but I could be wrong. But he's got a Discord channel on nothing but air rifles and air guns and stuff like that. So you might want to, connect. He could probably even talk you to, down because of all the stuff he knows. They talk regularly.
you can always learn more.
Yep. When my brain goes, bzz, static because I'm just, tuned out because I just don't understand it. You guys can keep on going.
Right.
Not by choice. It's just the fact is mine are just,
It's not your niche.
My niche is bows.
Yeah.
Flip headlights. Wow. I haven't seen one of those in a while. Usually when you get one like that, the flip part's either stuck open or stuck closed. Or you have to hand.
Or it's winking.
Yeah, one pops up and down, and you have to go over and manually lift the other one.
Right.
Oh, music. Yeah. Okay. Tacoma, Washington.
Okay.
I know where it's at.
I knew it was in Washington. I just didn't know exactly where. He usually does. He used to do a lot of plasma donations on Thursdays, so we wouldn't see him as much. But I'm glad you're back, brother. I missed you. You missed a heck of a get together over a week ago. It was awesome. I still don't believe that I caught as many fish as Cliff did.
7 toes with the bowl.
I think Cliff caught smaller fish than me, which is really freaky.
Right.
Usually I catch small ones.
I don't know, but when we cooked that bass was awesome.
You are an amazing cook, brother. I mean, literally.
Oh, yes, he is.
Blackened bass. I've never had it, to be honest. But I mean, I thought I was just going to get a little piece. That was a meal worth that I got.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't add anything other than what you already had on it. It was just good.
He likes to serve it with rice pilaf.
You can keep your rice.
Oh.
It's just the fact is I just had some of it growing up. I just don't like it anymore. When you're poor, you eat a lot of rice and oatmeal and anything that's bulky to fill out a meal. That's what we did. Well, Mike, you do know that Molly and Jason are from Texas.
Yes, Texas.
So they're in the same general south. They're not quite south of the border, but they're getting close. As far as Texas can be close.
Yeah, we're not actually near a border except for Louisiana.
Find a squirrel. Find a squirrel.
Jenny, by the way, you saw. Did you get video of that squirrel hunt? Jenny got video of a squirrel climbing our power lines behind the house. It got halfway across the line and just stopped and laid there and it hung its paws down.
Would you do me a favor? Put the suitcase up here. He's going to spill my drink.
Oh, is that what happened last time?
No, my hand
Oh,
would.
by the way, Will, I have stickers for my channel now. For my device up there, I have stickers. I found my stickers. I thought I lost them, but I
Where
found
were
them
they?
in my backpack.
And you blamed everybody.
No, I blame myself because I know I'm stupid. Because I mean, I blame myself more than anything else.
You're
Hey,
your
Lori.
worst enemy.
He said East Texas is a lot like Florida, lots of swamps. Well, they do have alligators there.
Yes, we do.
Dad lived on oatmeal and homemade dumplings. Yeah.
Hot
Hot dogs, bologna.
Alligator.
anything, cheap. Usually when we needed some big meals, if we didn't get anything from the food pantry, ours usually was we had to go hunt for it or fish for it. And I was always the one who came in with the smallest fish, and I got made fun of a lot. So I'm not much on fishing. I like to fish. I'm still waiting to get the right gear. I have not found the right washer setup for my bow fishing reel yet. Still can't get it to balance out. There's got to be something wrong with it. It's got to be my reel seat. There's something wrong with it. It's got to be. Because it's cockeyed. When I got everything on there, it gets cockeyed.
What does?
It's reel seat.
For my bow fishing reel?
Oh. Yeah, you just need to find that right thickness of washer.
Move. Move. What was that?
Yeah, I wish you could have gone, Lori, but you would have had fun.
Oh, it was a nice, intimate gathering. We got to know everybody.
And
not just meet.
The thing is, we are just like this. There was nothing weird. We were the same we are here as we were there, which is totally
Except for
freaking
Cliff.
awesome. What, Cliff's bigger than you thought he was?
I thought he was going to be a brat. He was a perfect gentleman.
He is a brat. He
I was surprised.
And Blake is shorter than I thought he was. He's my height, which made me feel tall for a change. It was totally awesome. I wish I could have spent more time, but Jenny had obligations she had to do, obviously, but I had to be the one to take care of her, which is to be expected. But I got to do some fishing with you guys, though. Blake walking the bass, still going to be the funniest moment that I can remember at the gathering. I just wish one of us would have got it on camera. And if you want to know what walking the bass is, ask Blake. If not, ask Jason, ask Cliff, ask pretty much everybody who was there. Rob, Cornfed was there.
Stringers.
Huh?
You're supposed to secure your stringers.
It broke.
Oh, he did. It pulled it out.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the stringer that I found on the banks when I was fishing with Cornfed and Jason over at the main lake, because he didn't have a stringer with him. At least I don't think so.
So I had 2 stringers.
But I still thought it was funny, him chasing in there after it and grabbing the stringer and everything else. So if we would have had Ian's fish basket, it would not have been an issue. But it was what it was. When and where's the next gathering?
Oh, I have no idea.
That is to be determined for a much future time. Definitely not this year.
Arkansas.
It's gonna Arkansas.
Arkansas, somewhere in the middle.
Creator Diamonds.
What was it? It was called something else. There's a diamond mine in
Crater of Diamonds National Park.
Crater of Diamonds National Park is what Jenny said. There's trout fishing in the area. There's diamond hunting if you want to go for that. And we could figure something out. Never fish for bass, trout, and salmon, and that's it. Well, I have done bass. I have done trout. I do not like the taste of salmon. It's an acquired taste, apparently. My dad has brought it home from Alaska, and I still don't like it. But Arkansas. What about Missouri? We can pick somewhere in Missouri, maybe. I don't know. We have to look at the maps and see where everybody can afford to go. Because Cliff and Blake and you drive a long, long ways to get here.
Yes.
And we, if that comes to the cast, I'm not hosting that one. That's somebody else's job. I could, come and just, throw stuff.
Just be part of it.
Yeah. I hope to have 2 vehicles by that time. So that way I don't have to, be away from everything.
Did you tell them you found out today?
Not yet. That's going to be a
That
separate.
far, then you're going to have to both come in the same vehicle
Yeah, that's true.
and pack it all in one trip.
Actually, I might cheat with something like that. I might get a trailer to put everything in to pull behind my truck.
Yeah, it is easier to pull than it is carry.
Well, the thing is, I still have to have room for 3 people. My truck is not built for that. It's built for 2.
Well, Ian sits on the hump.
He does that a lot.
And it's very uncomfortable.
He does not like it, but
He loves the hump.
the thing is, he falls asleep there. Don't ask me how, but he can do it. Well, it depends, Crucy. If, like, say, maybe we put something up north. But I mean, I know you guys are up from Canada. We got to get you as far north as I can't host anything up in the upper parts of the United States. That's a little bit far.
The work won't let me go that long.
No.
Yeah.
This one.
If something like that, we would probably have to either take a train or fly, and that's way expensive.
Yeah.
Though, the idea of taking a train somewhere that the Amtrak can go appeals to me.
What?
Deb she's saving up for the next solar eclipse.
Oh, she's going to come down?
I don't know where's it can be seen at in next year. I have no idea.
Across the U.S.
But no, where is the best spot to see it? Is what I'm saying.
Texas.
Then that means they'd have to come to Texas.
Actually, it's going to be across the There's actually 2 of them. There's one coming from Washington State down through Texas, Corpus Christi, Austin area, and the other one's going to be, I think, like Pennsylvania down towards Austin area.
I think she would have to go to Texas because it'd probably be closer.
Well,
they're going to Indiana.
Oh, the Indiana.
Okay, who do we know who's in Indiana? Grace. Grace is in Indiana.
Yeah,
but we'd also be
October of this year too.
Well, we would be passing Evan, who's in Ohio. Jeff, we'd be close to Jeff, who's in Pennsylvania. Hey, Cecilia. Hi, you want to say hi? They can't hear that.
Hello.
Jenny, she's kind of vegging out right now.
Because the one that Deb's going to, we can drive to Marshall or Tyler, Texas to see that one. The other one we can drive to Corpus Christi for that one.
Yeah, I heard about your 5th modem dying.
Oh, wow.
Okay, Deb. I still think if we decide to go to Arkansas, like you suggested, we go Crater of Diamonds National Park, and we have a chance to get real diamonds.
Yeah, I was thinking Oklahoma.
Oklahoma?
Yeah.
That's really far for Colan.
No, I'm talking about the northeast Oklahoma.
Let me check something here.
Problem is Blake and Jason and Dan.
Well, Blake could be actually closer to Arkansas.
Yeah, Arkansas is pretty expensive when you're on the north side.
Well,
we found that out.
About 4 or 5 years ago, we actually went to the Crater of Diamonds National State Park because that's what Ian wanted to go, and we found out there was a couple good creeks there that have trout.
Yeah.
Oh man, not just little dinky trout. We're talking trout.
Yeah.
Rainbows.
Host one here.
Well, pretty soon we'll be able to. You're going to have your camping areas and stuff. That'd be kind of cool. That's cool, Chrissy.
On the edge of the lake. I mean, literally right there.
Yeah, our campground is on the lake. You can walk out of your tent and go fishing.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. We got to watch out for alligators, though.
Yep.
Well, yeah, but they don't have much issue there.
They can climb fences. That's an issue. I've seen video. Oh, man. Yeah. I can't really tell if it's raining or not. It's just one of those things. Maybe not. Hopefully, Deb will have a working vehicle by the next gathering, whenever and wherever it may be held. But it won't be till at least next year when I have more vacation time.
Only if your life is threatened.
I cannot read today, honey.
Oh, can you shoot them and eat them if they bug you?
Isn't there a season?
There is a season. Tags are expensive.
It's like, but we can always go hog hunting.
Yeah, I just need to
Get a permission.
get a permission, and it'd only be only like one or two of us at a time.
Unless we get a special permission. Because we're coming out of state and all this other stuff. Though, I've never really processed a hog before. Not on my skill sets.
So they're vicious.
And delicious.
No. I mean, shooting one, I can understand. They're tough. I understand that part. But how to process one properly for cooking? I never had to do one of those.
Like taking apart a chicken.
No, chickens are much smaller and easier to handle. But I can imagine getting the back straps for bacon and pork chops and things like that, and ribs. Knifeys. Yeah, we use it old. I had some friends in the SCA who went hog hunting with medieval weaponry, including a boar spear.
Wow.
They got one. They actually did, from what I gathered from the story, they actually did better than the people with the rifles and the bows.
Nice.
But they said it was hilariously funny to watch. Because it wasn't a really big one.
Not if you're the hog.
Not if you're the hog, but it was they got a female hog, big one. And she didn't have, I don't know if she had little ones or not, but they got a decent size. They said it was like between 300 and 400 pounds.
Now, the ideal weight you're shooting for is between 50 and 60 pounds.
Well, I understand that for tenderness and and all that stuff, but that's the one that came after them.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're
They were doing their best to do, with what they had.
Get what you can.
Yeah, one had a big two-handed sword, one had a boar spear, I think one had a bow, and something else I can't remember. A crossbow, I think. I could be wrong.
Is it cheating if you use a cannon?
I don't know.
It's harder. That guy proved it. It's fine.
Boar tastes terrible. Okay.
Yeah, that's the males. But yeah, you gotta be when you get the big boars. Usually, if you can cut out all of the lymph nodes and the glands, you can make it taste a little bit better, but not by a whole lot. That's where my seasoning comes in.
Okay.
Takes out the gaminess.
Yeah.
I heard that some people use was it baking soda or something?
Yeah. Or you can cooler them for 7 days.
I don't get that part, but
It's kind of like aged beef.
What you do is you fill the cooler full of ice and a little bit of water, and you let it drain, put in more ice, let it drain, more ice, let it drain. And the gamey taste is basically it's the blood
Being flushed out.
being flushed out.
Well, I've heard people use baking soda to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Makes it more tender for what I hear.
So
But being able to hang that big a hog, that would take a very substantial either branch or something to hold that off the ground.
there, Deb just confirmed it for me. You're basically you're brining the meat,
Okay.
almost like a ham.
Well, we could do it the old Hawaiian style and do it, boar pit style. Bake
Can't
it.
do that here. Water table's too shallow.
Ugh. Then we do a above ground version.
On a spit.
Spit.
On a spit.
No, not on a spit. Build up an area, sort of like cliffs. Oh man, the dog threw me off. I had the word in my head.
You put it on a rack and you put a fire around it, and then you put the tin around it to hold in the heat and smoke it.
Well, sort of like a raised garden bed
Yeah.
with fire, but you did the fire in the pit in the thing, then you put the meat in there, then you put the stuff on the dirt on top of that to let it smolder for a long time.
You're smoking it. It's the Cuban type of barbecuing is what they call it.
Something like that. Cement blocks into a pit, something like that. Yeah. But it's easier in Hawaii than it is here.
Right.
My friend Johnny can attest to that, probably. But
Believe it or not, they got a big pig problem there too.
yeah. Now, okay, the next gathering is in Hawaii. We go visit Johnny.
Barbacoa is correct.
Was it?
Barbacoa. It's the Cuban pronunciation of barbecue. That's
Oh.
where barbecue actually came from.
Oh, okay. It's out of my area of expertise. Now I can cook fish with clay. If you haven't done
going
that,
to fly to Hawaii? It's cheap.
that'd be interesting,
It's
wouldn't
cheap
it?
there. It's expensive.
Can you imagine?
No,
us-
it's not.
but-
You can get hotels for decent prices. And if there's more than 5 rooms, they'll give you discounts on the rooms.
Oh, can you imagine us getting group discount?
Yeah.
But the thing is, can you imagine the stuff that we would have to try to take with us? Because I mean, I would if we're going to go to Hawaii, like maybe on a boar hunt in Hawaii.
I have contacts through contacts.
I would have to have my bow with me. I would not go without it. And I'm not using somebody else's. Because it's kind of a custom thing.
I
Bring
thought
my-
we'd just all go play tourist as a little group.
Oh, Jenny would
Because
definitely love
luau's-
it. Yeah. We could be Hollies there for a while. I don't, Jenny wouldn't mind.
I can go visit my friend Brenda.
Yeah, Jenny has on the Big Island. She has a friend Brenda who's sent Ian some lava rocks from there.
Nice.
And one of my favorite videos is doing a live with Johnny Harper. He was showing me a video of the next Big Island that had snow.
Yeah.
Which
And
is really interesting. You can
and
go
it's ski
skiing in Hawaii.
There's 2
Oh.
ski stops in Hawaii.
Deb, you are not wrong. A coffee plantation tour would be amazing.
Yeah, it would.
Kona coffee
Sugar
is one
cane.
of Jenny and I's favorite kind of coffees. I don't think they have bananas anymore. Their plantation. I think they moved the bananas to a different country now. I think, but they still do pineapples. I think. What else would people want to see in Hawaii?
Sugar
Besides-
cane fields.
Sugar cane? Ooh, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I am not an
It's some of
ocean
the
fan, folks.
byproducts.
Just let you know. I would not want to be in the ocean, folks. It's just a little fear that I have.
Oh, they have swimming pools.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go in the ocean though.
No.
Sharks?
Sharks, and if there's something in there that could chew me up in one bite, no. I am not fish food.
I am sharks.
Well, I mean, if it's bigger than me, I don't want to be around it. But I used to be able to scuba dive back in the day when I was younger, around Ian's age, until my brother punched me in my left ear and blew my eardrum. I couldn't handle the pressure after that. But I love Deb's suggestion about that. Go thrift shopping in Hawaii.
Oh,
Not
that'd be fun.
tourist trap stuff. Go to there are antique shops and thrift shops there. I would definitely go there and do that just to see what I can find.
Yeah. It'd be different than here completely.
Oh, totally. And I would totally be looked upon as a total white guy in the wrong spot, but I would still go. Would I have my money secured somewhere that they couldn't get it? You better believe it. But I would still go. Because I mean, I would basically like to see
U.S. Samoa?
old school archery gear from Hawaii. I think that'd be cool. That would be interesting to see. Ooh,
They have cruises from $3.99.
no. If I can't walk from there home from there, I don't want to go. That's and then pushing it to go in Hawaii because I can't quite make it home from there. Big traditional luau. I understand what yours. That would be interesting. Johnny's working at one of the bigger hotels now.
Yeah.
Yeah. He mentioned it in one of the comments on thing. And him and his wife work at one of the major hotel chains, and he's the head chef or one of the chefs there. So,
Nice.
yeah. I would love to try a petri dish on water. You better believe it. Yeah. First thing I think of at when I hear about cruises and stuff, I hear about the one that got stuck out in the middle of nowhere with no power for 3 days.
Oh, you get all kinds of free stuff for that.
I understand that, but when I say no power, that means no running water, no running toilets for 3 straight days with over 1,000 people on a tiny little boat. No. But, everybody has their, preferences. If I was going to go to an island, I'd rather go to Ireland, to be honest.
Yeah, but who can afford that right now?
No one, but doesn't stop me from wanting to go. Ireland and Scotland, either one. Orkney would be like on third on the list, but that's a tiny, tiny island. And everybody speaks Gaelic there, not English.
Wow.
Which would be totally freaking awesome, but no.
Oh,
No, I just wanted to go see my ancestors' home there, so just to see what the Kincaids did back in the day. There are still Kincaids there in Ireland, so they're still there. It just, they decided to stay when the rest of them came here. Oh, I bet. Now, if one of us won the lottery, where would we really, really want to go? I mean, an island destination is cool, but not my dream one. What about you guys?
Ooh.
Galapagos?
Still an island thing.
Non-island.
Another island? Oh. Problem is, there's conflict.
Let's
there.
go do one of those camera safaris in Africa. They give you these rifles that make the noise, but instead of shooting the animal, it shoots pictures.
Right,
of
I've seen them.
Bolting.
I've seen them.
That would be fun.
I would not mind going to Alaska. I think that might be cool.
I got contacts in South Africa.
Well, we got contacts in Australia. We could always go there.
And bring her back ourselves.
We could pack her in our gear and say, "Oh no, she's been with us the entire time." My dad's side is straight English. My mom's side is Irish with a little bit of Cherokee, which accounts for the dark skin. I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but I wore a hat the entire weekend, and it still didn't help.
Nope.
Got a friend of mine who was black, and I was darker than him.
Yeah.
Ooh, Estonian. Ooh. Well, we could always go to Luxembourg. If anybody knows where that is. Can you imagine taking over an entire country? Not as in takeover, but just hanging out and just,
Population-wise.
huh?
Population-wise.
It's not very big. I'm not sure what the current population of Luxembourg is, but I can look it up real quick. Let me see here.
Estonia.
I'm checking. Oh, there it is. Their motto is, "We want to remain what we are." I like the name. That's a good motto. Let's see here. The official languages of Luxembourg is Luxembourgish, German, and French. The nationality is 52.8% Luxembourg, 14.5% Portuguese. That's a surprise. 7.6 French, 3.7 Italian, and 21.4 other. Interesting. Not sure what the population is because they didn't say. Oh, it's got 998 square miles. That's the entire country.
It's just a little bit larger than the Phoenix Metroplex.
Huh?
A little bit larger than the Phoenix Metroplex.
Yep, but you don't get diplomatic immunity from there. You can from Luxembourg.
Only if you're a diplomat.
Or a citizen.
You don't get diplomatic immunity if you're a citizen.
Why not?
Because that's not how it works.
Let's see here. I'm not sure. Talks about the history of it. I'm trying to find out how many people are there. There's geography, environment, climate, economy. Interesting. The GDP on purchasing power of the entire country is $80,119 per person. That's pretty good, actually. Oh, I bet, Crucy.
That's good.
Deb's Deb's maiden name is Jenkins.
Nice.
I think I went to school with a Matt Jenkins. Deb.
I know Leroy Jenkins.
Everybody knows Leroy.
Leroy.
Everybody knows Leroy. He made sure of it. Okay, I know what I need to do. Would you stop? don't know what's doing that.
No, out of all of us, I think you and I have the most popular name.
Oh, Hayes.
Mm-hmm. There's several Hazes here
Oh, yeah.
without relation.
Okay.
Did you check out my videos?
I saw a couple of them, not all of them.
There's only 2.
So I saw one. I haven't seen the other one yet.
They're just short ones. Like 38 seconds long.
Oh, crap, I didn't read that. You wouldn't believe how many Kincaids there are. There's a lot more of this out there than you think. By the way, the population of Luxembourg, 640,064, which is smaller than Los Angeles.
Yes.
By a long shot. And New York, and probably St. Louis. Oh, man. So what does anybody else want to talk about? I mean, I'm talking about Luxembourg, but it's a tiny little country. Pick a topic.
I don't have a topic.
Okay, the topic is I don't know.
I don't know.
Kangaroo.
Pancakes.
Bangarang. I talked about the biscuits and gravy feast we're going to be having with the Vikings at the fair this next weekend, which I think is going to be kind of cool. You're right, Deb. It's probably about the same size as Omaha, Lincoln area. That's one thing about Canada to the United States. It doesn't cost much to change things back here when you get divorced or something or married. It automatically, doesn't cost anything. But when you do it on your own, then it costs. Let's see.
It didn't cost me anything to get a divorce.
Why is that?
He screwed it up. He had to pay for it.
Uh-oh. He had to pay for it?
Yeah.
No. I had an issue with we didn't keep ice on everything. And it's hard to say. We had some issues here at the house with the quail eggs. I'm sorry to say. Something got into them. And it was not pretty. The sauce, is that the dried sausage bits, Deb? Jenny was eating that. She's still nibbling on that.
That's delicious.
She loved that. And we got the block cheese and some other stuff.
We used what we could. None of the oil went to waste.
No.
Yeah, but a lot of us, we ate what we could, though.
There was a lot of it.
Uh-huh. I wish we had had more ice and stuff, but the spot itself wasn't bad. Weather-wise, we had only that one little bit of rain on, was it Thursday night, Friday morning? And then the rest of the weekend, it was just awesome.
Yeah, we sat out by the fire with umbrellas.
I slept like a baby. Well, you heard me snore. You should know. Oh, yeah. Jason did a number on the quail. Oh, man, did he. Jason, you could open up a restaurant. You know that, right, brother?
I won't. Too much work.
That's why you hire people to do it for you.
Well, then
No.
he wouldn't be cooking it, would he?
No, a head chef doesn't do all the work. He just does the finishing touches.
Oh, the delegating.
Yep.
Oh, no,
That's why they have sous chefs.
Oh, you would not.
Oh, yeah.
What would you call it? There's a question. If you had a restaurant.
Night girl every night, cleaning the place, spotless. Moving the refrigerators once a week, moving the stoves once a week to clean underneath them and behind them.
Health inspections on the regular.
No, I used to have to treat for cockroaches at the fire departments.
Ooh.
Yes. You would not believe how messy it gets behind those stoves.
Oh, I'm sure. Because remember, if at the fire department, they don't always have stable meal plans.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it was
something
a
a lot of
fire
people think.
hazard.
Yeah, well, yeah, I've heard about one firehouse that actually caught fire while they were at a fire. Don't ask me how that happened, but
Somebody wants the stove on.
I posted a lot of shorts, but no major videos. I'm supposed to be getting a full video of the giveaway video from Dan, so hopefully soon, that he's going to distribute amongst all of us. We can all post it on each of our channels. I know that Molly posted a couple videos. I think Cornfed did a short on one on the giveaway. Let's see who else.
Exactly, Deb. 70-hour work week, week job. No.
Let's see. I mean, I did a lot of shorts, and I had one short that just did amazing. I'm glad you didn't have to make that walk, Jason, because that would have been hard on you. It was hard on me. But Cliff had to make that walk 4 times.
He's
Holy
young.
crap. Well, yeah, he is one of the younger ones. But it got over 2,900 views. I'm not sure if it got any more than that right now, but I'd have to look. Let me see here.
All I know is everybody keeps watching my last gardening one I did on last Friday.
Right.
I got over 200 views on that. I wasn't even expecting that. I was expecting maybe 40, like I normally get.
Well, here is the one for the what I call the long walk from Cliff and Blake. If anybody's interested. I'm gonna let you know. I probably won't be going on very long tonight because this weekend took a lot out of me because I'm exhausted still. Jenny and I didn't get home until like after 9 o'clock last night, and we pretty much passed out.
Right.
The only other video that did well for me was my bacon one. That's the bacon that Tyler made using my skillet. At least you get to see my skillet in the bacon one. He asked me if any of us had a skillet he could use. And Cliff's largemouth bass video. I'm not sure how many views he got on that one. But it was fun. Bacon. Yep. Oh, but I mean, that would have been an interesting combo. Jason, what do you think of Texas toast, tomatoes, Miracle Whip? I use Miracle Whip. Some people will use real mayonnaise. Doesn't matter. Lettuce, bacon on Texas toast.
Yeah, toast it first
Yes.
On Texas toast.
Toast.
on a griddle.
Texas toast.
No, you toast the bread first,
Yes.
then put all that stuff in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. How's that sound?
But you gotta griddle the toast, not in a toaster.
Okay. Fine.
Well, not everybody has a griddle. I don't.
Any cast iron skillet will work.
We use a toaster.
Yeah,
Because
got
that's
toaster
what we
too.
have.
I can griddle mine. It's easier
What are you arguing about?
because I like the melted butter.
BLTs and how we make them.
Right.
But if you want to if we want to argue about something, we can do the grilled cheese. Then there's an argument unto itself.
Right.
You know what my feelings are on grilled cheese. I love grilled cheese.
See, Deb uses her skillet too. I think it turns out better for me. I like it.
But I'm probably going to make it to about 9, folks, because like I said, I'm beat.
Yeah.
I mean, I was in over 80-degree heat for 8 straight hours
That'll take a lot out of you.
yesterday. Yeah, I forgot this is only Tuesday. Yesterday, yeah, and the day before as well. He's bacon.
The whole pound.
Yeah, and it's got to be the thick bacon, not the little thing. I don't like crispy bacon. I like a little bit of, something you can chew on.
Chew the
Give it-
fat.
You got to definitely chew the fat. But you have to have really good tomatoes, too.
Ooh, beefsteak.
Vine ripened.
Big boy tomatoes are good, too.
Yeah.
Anything about that big or bigger. And about that thick. And with or without lettuce, it doesn't matter either way. I'll eat it both ways. Some people put, Jenny can't have lettuce. So I'm trying to figure out what would be a good alternative to lettuce for her.
Spinach.
It doesn't sound right, though. Hun?
Romaine lettuce.
She can't have romaine. Would you eat a bacon, spinach, and tomato sandwich?
What?
She said yes. Okay.
See?
I'm not sure if you guys can tell. Look how tired my eyes are. Like I said, I got toasted big time. And I don't even drink. I was wearing my baseball cap as usual. I had a full kilt on, and I kept my baseball cap on because of the sun. Because if I didn't, I would have been burnt to a crisp. No sprouts.
Oh, I can do sprouts.
Oh, I love sprouts.
Sprouts by themselves are good. Sprouts in a salad are good. But the sprouts on a BLT, probably not
That
so
would
much.
be amazing.
Oh yeah.
Sprouts on a pizza. I've seen that happen. Now, making a pizza out there at a gatherings type situation would be interesting too. Haven't tried it yet, but it sounds
We've
interesting.
done it on the barbecue and cast iron.
Yeah? How'd that
Oh,
turn
yeah.
out?
So good.
I
The
did
smoke
have a fire cooked
Hmm.
with the bacon that you the video, a breakfast burrito.
I was bragging about your barbecued pizza.
Oh yeah.
She has IBS, Cecilia, so she can't have lettuce or iceberg lettuce. So I'm not sure about romaine. Hun?
Romaine is kind of iffy now.
She's iffy on romaine and definitely cannot have iceberg. She can eat spinach salads, but in small quantities.
By the way, Colin,
Yeah.
your Dutch oven that has the legs.
Yes.
Okay. If you can support the lid on like 3 or 4 bricks, you put the coals underneath the lid and put the bottom part as your lid. Put coals on top of that.
In other words, flip it upside down.
Flip it upside down, and you can cook your pizza.
Okay, that makes sense. I think I remember seeing something like that once, but it was. I think they made a pie, not necessarily a pizza, but an actual
That's the
like
reason
an
why I
apple
also have
or
grates
something.
inside of my Dutch oven, so I can actually make certain breads.
I've seen those. I don't have one, but I'd like to get one though.
Yeah.
To keep
Like
the
the brown
bottom.
ones I got were perfect.
Those
Uh,
are yours.
I know.
Those go to my glass oven. Thank you very much.
Sounds like you. You sound like Jenny when I'm doing something. But I'm sorry I wasn't able to use my Dutch oven to full effect. But at least I had it with me.
Yeah.
I'm debating on bringing the big skillet with me next weekend to the Renaissance Fair. Just because it's funny.
Right. My hand has gotten so much worse since the meetup.
What happened?
Well, remember I thought I had broke that middle finger?
Right?
Well, now the whole hand is hurting.
Ooh. Did you get yourself checked for ticks? Ticks, I mean?
Ticks?
Yes.
Ticks.
Well, it's got nothing to do with my hand.
Yo, yeah, it can.
But it started here, not there.
Well, the thing is, it depends on whether they get embedded or not.
It was getting better the other day.
Because that it can be a symptom of Rocky Mountain spotted fever. They attack the joints.
Huh, never heard that.
Did you get it X-rayed?
Farm?
Huh?
Firefly Farm?
Lori,
Hi, Lori.
Lyme disease.
I need to get it looked at.
Yeah, Lyme disease can attack your joints.
Oh. All of them?
Yep. You got to be careful, though. You got to get yourself checked. You still could have one if you're still having issues. Jason, did you check her?
Yeah.
You might have missed one.
No, but her hand started hurting when the dog bumped her finger.
Oh, okay.
He smashed me.
Oh, okay. She
The heavy
might
little-
have a fracture. You might have a small fracture or a separation, maybe. I remember when I broke this wrist at work. This bone right here was a microfracture. They didn't tell me. They did the X-rays and all that stuff, and I didn't find out until 3 days later. After that I actually was told, "Get over here now. You have a broken wrist."
Wow.
Yeah, I had my wrists all wrapped up and everything else. Okay, folks, in 6 minutes, I'm going to end this because I just can't keep up.
Okay.
I'm
What, everybody?
way tired, so I got to get some laundry done before I can go to work in some clean clothes, that kind of thing. Because I didn't do any laundry last night, I kind of crashed. But hon, you want to say goodnight to everybody?
Night.
Good night, Jenny.
Good night, Jenny. Good night, everybody.
Thank
Good
you all for coming. I really appreciate it. Tomorrow night is going to be their night.
night.
Oh, tomorrow's us.
Yep, tomorrow's you guys
Yeah.
on Wednesday. So I'm going to say goodnight to everybody. Love you all. Thank you for coming. And
Blake,
we're out of here in 5,
Lori.
4, 3, 2,
Squirrel bottom.
4, 6,